Hey guys, Matt from Nod Studios here, and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing some more SuperPower 2 as the Central African Republic. Yes, the glorious, glorious republic that we expanded quite a darn bit in the last episode. We ended up taking over a bunch of territory right here in Southeastern Asia. Oh my god. Look, we took over India. Alright, guys, it is insane, okay? Listen to me. Look at all this landmass we got, guys. Honestly, we are humongous. Alright, we're basically the Mongol Empire if they decided to go into Africa, okay? Instead of going into China, they went into Africa. That's basically what, the point we're at right now. And honestly, I was really considering, before making this video, ending the playthrough off, because I'm not really trying to go for a super world domination, gotta conquer everything, every small little island, every little bit has to be mine. I'm not really going for that. I was just trying to kind of prop up the Central African Republic and get them in a position where they're doing really good, which I think we have done that, people. I think we have done that. I might begin like a sort of invasion on Europe. I don't know. How are they looking? I mean, a lot of the Eastern Bloc looks pretty drained. I mean, just look at that. Poland has 2 armies. Well, what is their... Yeah, that's terrible. They only have infantry, basically. That is very terrible. What about Spain? Yeah, Spain is like untouched, but they really don't have an impressive military. Switzerland? Oh, I thought I clicked on France, but apparently I clicked on Switzerland. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the Western European nations, they haven't really been touched all that much. Italy, France, all the big players, Spain, the United Kingdom, they're all looking really good still. But honestly, I think we could, manage an invasion. Also, looking at South America, we are doing beautiful down here, folks. Beautiful. And honestly, I think I might even go ahead and claim Argentina for ourselves. Let's go ahead and merge this army up and see what kind of numbers we're crunching over here. Ooh, okay, we are crunching some decent numbers. Let's send those boys in there. They gonna attack me with that? Huh? What you gonna do about... Oh, yes, they are going to attack me. Yeah, we should be able to just stomp right over the Argentinian army. And then what I'm gonna do is move right... Okay, hello. How's everybody doing? Yeah, you guys doing great? Huh? Yeah, okay. I suppose... hello, Chile. Hello, rest of the world. This is okay, though, because, honestly... Who's gonna mess with us? Let's be real, okay? Nobody gonna mess with us, okay? Look at that GDP, okay? Nobody matches that, not even China. Well, I shouldn't say China's not really a good benchmark. What about the US? Yeah, the US doesn't even do that, so yeah, take that. Honestly, we were trying to, kind of align ourselves with the Soviets and everything, but it looks like now we took them over. We kind of became the Soviet Union. In a way. Not really, but in a way we did. Anyways, well, they're just kind of, messing around over there in South America. What I'm going to go ahead and do is merge up all the armies in the east here. Sweet. And also, I would like to check out our budget. How is that doing? Okay, that's doing all right. But we're in a little bit of a deficit, if I do say so myself. So I'm going to lower research spending just a little bit. And the reason why I'm going to do that is, as I told you guys in the beginning of the episode, I'm basically trying to end this right now. So we're going to try and finish the playthrough in this episode. So hopefully everything's going to turn out alright and we'll be able to do that. But yeah, honestly, I'm not really worried about that. The healthcare, that's fine. I'm not super worried about that, although it could be a little higher because our death rate is superseding our birth rate by 0.3%, which is really bad, but yeah, it should be okay for right now. I'm honestly not too worried about it. Unless you're looking at the super, super long term. You honestly really don't have to worry about that. But it's always good to have your birth rate above your death rate. Just as a kind of general rule of thumb. Anyways, what I wanted to go ahead and do, if I can stop distracting myself, I wanted to create a glorious army. Yes, yes. Not just any old army, alright? Any old freaking rabble-rough, alright? We want an army, okay? We want the biggest army. And honestly, I think we... Oh, no, okay, never mind. We don't. No. I was gonna say, I thought we had some troops, but we really don't, so never mind that. We're gonna go ahead and create some air defense units. You know, we're just doing the usual routine at this point. You know, we've been through this a lot already. We're gonna make those mobile launchers, make them good and strong, make those tanks, yes, okay. And we're gonna get the artillery guns, of course, right there at the end. And you know, what the heck, we'll even throw in a few air units into the mix. Now, the reason why I'm building this ridiculously humongous army is because, hey, we're kind of, you know, almost on the brink of war with the world. So I think I'm kind of a little justified in building up this massive force. And honestly, we could probably even do a little bit more than 500,000 dudes. We could probably do like 1 million. How does that sound, huh? Yeah? Yeah, I know, it's pretty impressive. We're gonna go ahead and do 5,000 more pieces of rubbish. Honestly, more. No. I don't think you heard me right. More, okay? That's how much we're looking at. So we're just gonna leave that on there. We're gonna let that flow through. Our factories are gonna get right on that. And then once that army is finally finished, guess where it's going, guys? Can you guess? Let me know in the comment section below if you guessed correctly. They're going right over to Europe. And we're going to stage a full-on frontal assault against the Europeans. And this is going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. We shouldn't have any trouble at all with the, you know, Eastern Bloc that the Soviet Union still has going on. However, in Western Europe, we might run into a little bit of a problem, but honestly, with a big force like we just created, shouldn't be too much of an issue. So, anyways, going back to South America, how are we looking, guys? Wow. It is basically wide open country down here, other than the north, you know, like Colombia and Venezuela. Other than that, there really isn't a whole lot going on over here. So, I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, rake all this muck up, and I'll be back when we're all finished. Now, before all of those units actually finish building, what I'm going to go ahead and do is deploy a pretty dang meaty force right here in Africa. And the reason why I'm doing that is because we don't currently have a force in Africa, and I want to protect our holdings, as well as, you know, maybe possibly even expand to the southeastern coast, or really the central eastern coast right over here. We could go in for Kenya, Tanzania, and Mozambique, because they basically emptied themselves out when we went to war with India. You know, they all charged out. They released the gates, the floodgates on that one. Like, they poured out, and they ended up getting really slaughtered. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave that guy there for right now. I'm not really planning on doing anything with it just yet, but we will eventually get back to that. Oh, and apparently Brazil stopped my army? Okay, I don't know how they did that. I really don't know how they did that, because that should have been way better than anything Brazil has. Oh, whoa! They do have quite a few soldiers, though. So maybe it was just a crap ton of soldiers. Maybe they did all the heavy lifting. I'm really not sure. We're going to deploy that army. Let's send them over. Oh, I got the speed super slow. My bad. By the way, just as a quick little timeline update, we are in the year 2081, so everything is going great on that front. Now let's see, man. Let's go ahead and charge over there. What do these guys got? Watch them have some crazy free super advanced. Oh boy, yeah. Okay, so it is the 1 million infantry units. They are not taking losing very well. They are gonna fight to the death, man. Holy cow. They must have done like a huge conscription effort. Alright, well anyways, I'm just gonna keep pouring guys in there until we start to win. That is a lot of infantry though, man. Holy cow. 1.7 million troops all in the same place. That is literally insane, man. I don't even know if we'll be able to beat these guys back because there's just sheer numbers. I mean, look at that. They only lost 9,000 guys and we lost the whole army. So the battle says we're in the green, but I don't know. It's a lot of troops, guys. Honestly, I feel like if you have a mob of infantry units that big, you can just have them all like kind of football dive onto the tanks and just pile those things up, man. Like, honestly, once there's enough dead bodies on that tank, it's gonna poop the bed. They aren't gonna be able to do anything with it. So, maybe they're just utilizing extreme numbers, and they're just kind of jumping on top of all of our vehicles. I mean, with numbers like those, these guys are basically a huge zombie horde. You know, that would be very interesting, though. I wonder if they do have a zombie mod for this game. That I know they have, you know, zombie mods for Victoria 2, and I think Hearts of Iron as well. So, it's a very real possibility that it's out there, but it looks like we are losing the battle very fast. We did make really decent impact on their numbers, but it's not looking too good for us, guys. I don't think we're gonna win that, man. Wow. And here is the next wave of dummies that we're gonna send in at this army. You know, this is very interesting. I feel like we're on Mythbusters or like a science-y type of show where we're like kind of putting military tactics to the test. I mean, these guys, it's kind of like, you know, Deadliest Warrior in a sense. But yeah, I think these guys might be going off to their death. Even though we have 600,000 troops almost, I really am not sure. Because their amount of infantry, guys, once again, it's very impressive. Ooh, those mobile launchers are really hitting them hard. Oh, is this our victory? They got some transport helicopter. Oh, yeah, that is our victory. It looks like we just needed some air units, and we were able to just outmaneuver that force entirely. Sweet. So that takes care of Brazil in their insane amount of manpower. They're now basically without any type of military armaments other than a few naval ships, which I think are right there. I'm not going to really go after them right now. I don't really have a navy, so I'm not too worried about that. Finally, we make contact in war with the north end of South America. Wow, would you look at that, man? They just shotgunned all up into Brazil. I think that's Venezuela. Yeah, it is Venezuela. They just shotgunned all up into our conquered and occupied territory going on right there. That's okay, though. We'll get that back. I don't think they have anything too impressive, do they? Yeah, no, not really. So we're going to go ahead and launch an attack against them. And I will be back once we have claimed this whole entire island known as South America for ourselves. Oh my lord. And I ain't talking about Jesus, I'm talking about Lord, the singer. Like, look at that, man. They done made a trail of tears across our country, man. Oh my lord. Wow. I didn't think I would ever see the Finnish armies, the entirety of them, mind you, march all across from the tip of Russia, the tippity top of Russia, all the way down through the Middle East, through Iran, through that great little Egypt over there, down into Africa, just to fight me. They were really determined, I do have to say. Finland, you have great people, and you have very determined people. I like it. You should give some of them to us, you know? Support the revolution, why not? Oh, yes, okay. Our invasion of Europe through Scandinavia has begun. Let's take a look at the glorious army. the people that are fighting this war and bringing glory, greater glory, to the Central African Republic, which is now kind of, like the World African Republic. I don't know, dude. Like, we're so huge. What do we even name ourselves anymore? I mean, I guess we kind of are in the center of the world. A little bit. I mean, we're kind of off to the right of the Prime Meridian, because the Prime Meridian runs through the UK. So they're really the center of the world. So we're a little bit to, what, the east of it? Our African front seems to be going very well. As you can see, I've already got 3 countries, Tanzania, Uganda, and Rwanda, on the annexation list. So they're kind of making the little transition, that little 6-month transition into being a part of the glorious Central African state. Wow. Would you look at that beauty? That is amazing. So that is Sweden, Norway, and Finland all taken care of. So I'm going to go ahead and work on those annexation treaties. Hopefully, no one else from Europe is going to decide to come over and try and free their little allies. We can't pass this army through land into Denmark and into Europe. We'd need naval support in that area in order to do that. So instead, what I'm going to go ahead and do is actually just send the army back down. And we're going to go into Poland, and we'll go through the Eastern Bloc to get the rest of Europe. It appears as though South America has finally given up all hope of ever staying alive and keeping their own territory. They did put up a really good guerrilla warfare style battle going on. Like, whoo, Brazil, they were pumping out infantry units like no tomorrow. They were deploying them every which way. They had guerrilla warfare going on to a G. I mean, like, they took it to a whole nother level. So they kept me on my toes, and they definitely kept the annexation process at bay for quite some time. But, you know, we are the Central African Republic. They can't keep this problem away forever. Okay, guys, so it is now the year 2091, and I've just kind of been trying to hold down our eastern territory here over in Asia, Africa, and Europe. And, has Europe been putting up quite a fight? They have, guys. They really have. So honestly, I'm thinking I'm just going to take what Scandinavian territories I ended up getting from the war, and I'm just going to go ahead and claim those, but forget the rest of Europe. We managed to take over all of South America. That's great. I mean, look at our territory in Africa. We expanded a little bit there. Honestly, I might even go ahead and, take over Ethiopia, because I really don't think they have any troops. Yeah, just 417,000 infantry units. Those guys right there. Ooh, okay. Hold on a second. They might not be able to win that battle. I'm going to deploy another army there because I'm really not sure. Oh, yeah. They're already losing, guys. They're already toast. All right. We got to get in there before they all turn into vegetables. Let's go, guys. Sweet. We just saved our fellow humans from being vegetabilized. That is amazing. Okay. There we go. That is Ethiopia, all taken care of and annexed up. Okay, so I just went ahead and sent the army all around the country. I had them, occupy up all the territory. Same with the guys over here in South America when I was trying to occupy up all the territory. And that's one of the weird things about being a multi-continental, sort of country, is that when you do the occupied territory, sometimes it really doesn't work, because it was targeting my troops over here in South America to occupy territory, which obviously they couldn't, because the Navy, we don't really have a Navy. Our Navy is non-existent. So they can't get over here to occupy the territory that they were basically ordered to. So it does result in a little bit of a bug there, but it's honestly not too big of a deal. I just had to go ahead, go around, and manually move the army around to occupy the territory back. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to go through every single war, and we're going to peace out of all of our wars. And wow, we are a part of a lot of wars. I mean, look at this. Jeez. All right. Whew. There we go. Sweet. And it looks like everyone is wanting to peace out. Wow. Look at that, man. So the whole entire world pieced out of that war. And we're left with a ginormous country. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Honestly, I don't really see any point in continuing our playthrough. We could try and, get our relations a little bit better with the whole entire world. We could conquer more, but I really don't see the point in it because it's just going to prolong the Let's Play, and all I'm going to be doing is moving in on territories and conquering them. So I think this leaves us in a very good spot because it shows that we have huge amounts of power. Look at our GDP. Do you see that, guys? Woo! 90 trillion, okay? That is insane. Absolutely insane. Let's take a look at our population. What are we looking at? 3.2 billion people. Not million. Billion. So we got a lot of people living in our country. Anyways, guys, that's going to go ahead and conclude the playthrough on SuperPower 2 as the Central African Republic. We're ending this off in the year 2093, and I hope you guys all enjoyed the series while we did our playthrough. It was a lot of fun for me, and I hope it was a lot of fun for you. If you like the series and you want to see more SuperPower 2 or any other game in general, please be sure to leave a like, and also be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos, as always. If you guys have any suggestions for videos or content that I should make, definitely let me know in the comments section below. But other than that, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see all of you lovely people in the next episode. Bye-bye.